293 7. Okay. My topic, I'm going to talk about the eating breakfast. So before I start my speech, I want to ask you all a simple question. Have you already eaten your breakfast today?
No.
Okay. Okay. So let's us see why breakfast is crucial for our health and well-being, or why we should not skip our breakfast every day. Okay, so first, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and we should not skip the breakfast since it is very beneficial for our health. Okay, so what is healthy breakfast? Healthy breakfast is a meal that consists of the complex carbohydrate, a protein, healthy fat, and the fiber to keep our health, to keep us always feeling energized. For example, the healthy breakfast is the cereal, because the cereal is very convenient and comes in all form. And however, when we choose the cereal, we should choose the cereal that should contain little or no added sugar, because it is if the breakfast is high sugary, it will not be better for our health. However, we also need to be careful for when we choose. We should be careful for of the portion size of the cereal and read the nutrition information panel for suggested consumption size. Okay, now next we can see that in other countries the breakfast option, such as in France, they are consigned, and the full English breakfast in the United Kingdom. However, in Malaysia, there are a lot of breakfast options in Malaysia, such as the nasi lemak, roti canai, dim sum. Milo is also can consider as a breakfast, because Milo has provided a lot of the necessary nutrients or energies to start our day. So next, we will see the importance of the eating breakfast. So first importance that is eating breakfast will boost the energy for us to start our day, because breakfast provides the bodies with necessary nutrients and energy, because the breakfast is the first meal of us to after a night of fasting during the sleep. So by consuming the breakfast, this will help us to replenish the glycogen store and guarantee a constant supply of fuel to the body and brain throughout the morning. For example, carbohydrates that we consume will help us to replenish the glycogen store, as it provides a stable, constant energy source. Besides, breakfast also supply energy needed for exercise and physical activity, because it will help, eating breakfast will help us to feel energized and alert after we eat the breakfast. We can start our day without being interrupted by hunger, and we will be more motivated to carry out and more energized to carry out the daily activities. So this will increase our productivity. Based on my experience, since I pursue my study in UM, I always skip starting from semester 1. I always skip the breakfast, because the packed schedule of the lecturers, and I always need to attend the early morning lecture, and so don't have the time to eat the breakfast. So therefore, I always feel tired and exhausted during the lecture. This will make it more challenging and difficult for me to focus in the lecture. and engage myself during the lecture. So as a result, this may cause problems focusing during the lectures, which will make it more difficult to retain the information given. And start from this end, I try not to skip the breakfast because after doing this topic, I know that there is more importance for us to eating breakfast. Next, this starting our day with breakfast will also boost our mood because have you ever noticed that how the hunger will impact your mood? Okay. If we are feeling hungry, our body will release stress hormone like cortisol. This might provoke a feeling of anxiety, irritability, or even the depression. So this hormone can be regulated by eating breakfast, which fosters emotions of happiness, peace of mind, and well-being. Thus, eating breakfast to start our day can give us more energy to focus ourselves in the daily life. So, okay, next. Besides, the importance of eating breakfast is to boost the metabolism. This is because after we eating the breakfast, this will act as a signal for our body to burn the calories and transforming the food into energy. This will also help the blood sugar regulations by eating breakfast because the maintaining a stable blood sugar level will reduce excessive calorie intake or overeating. For example, we will after eating breakfast, we will not easily feel hungry if we always eat breakfast every day, and this will help us to avoid unnecessary weight gains because it helps us to keep the blood glucose level from changing too much, which are to control our appetite. Besides, if we always skip the breakfast, the blood glucose might decrease, or this will cause the stress hormone to be released, and this will result in slower metabolism and more fat being stored. So, eating breakfast will also lead to a better weight management. It is because when we always consume the breakfast, we will consume more stable and control calorie intake for a day, because when we eat the breakfast, we will not easily feel hungry and will always searching food for to eat. For example, a balanced breakfast that consists of the proteins, healthy fats, and fiber, and will provide us the necessary nutrients for us to start our day, and this will provide us a stable energy source to support our activity throughout the morning or day. So skip breakfast often lead to overeating, and this will help and eating breakfast will help us to regulate the calorie intake by eating breakfast. So consistently eating breakfast will also promote metabolic health, because this will reduce the risk of getting the high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, and heart disease. Furthermore, there is also another importance that the eating breakfast will also stimulate our brain. This is because think that our brain is the engine of our body. It needs to work entirely to absorb the information, problem solving skill, and control bodily functions. So the breakfast acts as a fuel to that the brain needs to function effectively or efficiently. So our brain relies heavily on the glucose as a primary source of energy for our brain, and this comes primarily from the carbohydrate. So therefore, the glucose will fuel our brain cells to make the brain cells function more effectively. This will also enhance the cognitive functions. For example, eating breakfast may improve our concentrations and focus and enhance our memory. This will be helpful for us to stay focused throughout the daily activity we conduct. Without breakfast, it might be harder for us to always stay focused and maintain the optimum glucose level. So this will affect our cognitive functions. So better cognitive functions will contribute to better productivity and decision making and creativity. So this will also lead to a greater productivity. This is because people who always eat the breakfast will tend to be more productive than those who always skip breakfast. This will enable us to handle the task or daily activity effectively and efficiently. So this is because eating breakfast will positively impact our mood and mind to conduct the daily activity well. So come to the conclusions. Eating breakfast is essential for our health, and this will provide many benefits to our health and well-being. So breakfast is important for reasons more than just satisfying the hunger. So we need to prioritize breakfast in our daily routine and allocating the time in the morning for a meal to start our day. So last but not least, eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, and dinner like a proper by the Adele Davis, an American nutritionist. So last but not least, do not skip your breakfast and eat your breakfast every day. Thank you.